Hi. Today, as of recording this specific clip, is Christmas. Merry Christmas. But yeah, I guess I have to come up with an intro now. This is like my Christmas lunch, you guys. I have 2 sandwiches, and then popcorn. I don't know what I want to do today. I probably have to finish my sister's Christmas present because that's not done yet. But I got new sheets. One of my Christmas gifts was new sheets. That's really nice. I also got from my uncle like a wallet. I think it's handmade, I don't know, but it has my name on it. I was covering it with my finger because anonymity. I have like 12 clips on this camera of me trying to pronounce that word. Anyway, I'm having this and then Fiji water, as well as, you can't really see it, but this is sparkling apple cider. We get it every year. Yeah, that was my little intro, and then I'll crochet probably in a few hours. Hi, welcome here. It's weird making videos when it's not Vlogmas, but I'll definitely get used to it. I have a few things I could do. I could work on my sister's Christmas present, finish this little guy, or start another project. I kinda wanna start another project. Of course, if you're watching this, you already know what I've done, so you already know that I'm gonna start a project. Okay. I have all of this yarn. It's red, basically the same color. These 3 are cotton, so I want to use these. It's like a what's the word? Accents. So it's not very prominent. I don't know, but yeah, and this is Loops and Threads in the color bright red. So I want to make a sweater, is what I was thinking, but I also want to make a Valentine's Day sweater. So I'm gonna get my pink yarn just to see how much I have. Yikes. Okay, so I only have these 2 colors of pink yarn, but I do have this white cotton and then a butt ton of other white things, but this is cotton, so I wanted to use that. I might make this sweater from the game of wool, but instead of making the middle part a diagonal, I'm gonna make it a straight line. I feel like that could be fun. Boom. Sketchbook. This sketchbook is brand new, brand spanking new, so that's fun. What do I want? So, the sweater is basically like that. Basically, right guys, so that's the gist. And then I want it to be, have probably only 2, how they have it in the show. Checkerboard. And then checkerboard also. On the sleeves. And then ignore that. That's where I failed. I was thinking we could do this top part in white and then do like a pink and white checkerboard. So that's how that would look, which leaves these bottom parts to be done in red, which looks a little plain. We could do red trim on all of that. That looks pretty nice, actually. I think that's what it needed. Would it look... I like this. I like this, you guys. So I'm going to take measurements to see how long I have to make it, like how big I have to make it. Okay, so this is a jacket I like the fit of. It's a zip up, but I feel like if I zip it up, it should be a pretty good like size reference for a pullover. I'm gonna put on a third hoodie. It's crazy hot in my room right now, so I'm doing this for you. Now obviously I won't wear this pullover with 2 hoodies under it, but it does seem like a good size. That the sleeves, yeah, that's pretty good. So let me measure this real quick. But so that means the width of this would have to be 7 inches. The length of the armholes is 7.5 inches. Nice. Okay, so a little bit different from when I've made the other ones, sweaters that is, I want to make this one like with panels. Kind of. I'm gonna make the front and back panel, and then I'll sew those together and then sew on the sleeves like to that, if that makes sense. And then I'll do all the ribbing afterwards. So let's start with the red. So I feel like for our checkerboard, each square could be like a 1 by 1 inch, well, 8. Okay, so each square is 2 inches, 2 by 2 inches, which means that's 2 inches. And then in total, this is 21 inches, so around half of that would be 10-ish inches. So that's 12 inches, and then, so this red would be 11 inches, not counting the trim, which I didn't in my measurement. So that is what we're making. And it is 19 inches wide. So I'm just gonna crochet until I get there. Hi, I'm on my comfy chair because, again, my camera is charging, but I've made this. It's 10.5 inches. I only have 1 row left, but my skein ran out, so I'm gonna get the second one I have, and then I have a third one. And then I can always buy more if I need more, but I don't think I will. Yeah. Gang. It's really hard to get a shot right now because I'm still on my chair because it's really comfy, but that is the first red panel completed. It's exactly 11 inches. I guess I have to count the rows. I'm 7 rows in, and I'm gonna take a break from my little hands. So that is, I did the checkeredness of the front panel. It is huge. It's those measurements. So, and it will take maybe about that much off on either side, but I have accepted it's gonna be pretty baggy. Also, I miscalculated massively how big these squares were, because here they are, let's check. They are about 2.5 inches by 3 inches? Like 3 by 3 inches. I thought they were gonna be like 2 by 2 inches or 1 by 1 inches. Way smaller than they actually were, so that ate a lot of the white space. So, I am going to do 11 inches, so the same amount as the red of white. And this will be my back panel, just so I can see how it all works out. And then the front panel, I can do the decreases on the shoulders and then the swoopy thing. But as you can see, I'm running out of that specific yarn. I haven't checked yet, so this is like my first reaction if I have any more. And hold on. No, that's not it. I don't have any more. I could have sworn I did, but apparently not. So I'm going to go to the store and get some more of that. I will come back tomorrow and we will do some more crocheting. But yeah, it's gonna be way bigger than I thought it was. So I think that's kind of nice, especially if I can do the ribbing how I want to. Then it would be like a cutesy little baggy sweater. So we have family coming over. I think I told you that in the last episode of Vlogmas, but you know, so might not get much work done. I ran out of yarn, but I finished the checkerboard on both the panels, and I finished the back panel, and I got up to where I need to start the decreases for the front panel. So I got really far. Also, it's morning. Good morning. I slept really good. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the store today or tomorrow. Hi. I just got back from multiple stores, and let me show you what I got. The last store I went to, the most recent one, was Walmart, because none of the other ones had cotton, which I am shocked by. Then I went to Hobby Lobby. This wasn't really for a project, just stuff I wanted. Yarn winder, that will be cool. I've been needing that for a while. And, hold on. This bag is making so much noise. Okay, and then I got a 4.5 millimeter hook, a 3.5 millimeter hook, a 5 millimeter hook, and a 6 millimeter hook. Those are the hooks I used most, and they're those ergonomic ones. And I'm pretty sure they're good quality because they were like $4 each. So they better, and if they're not, that's fine. But yeah, the main attraction is the yarn. I got 2 white and 2 red from Michaels. They are Red Heart Super Saver because that's what I used for the rest of the sweater, and I didn't want it to feel weird. But yeah, that's all I got. Probably gonna work on this sweater. Maybe like sew them together today. But I just wanted to show you what I got. Ooh, do you wanna see the best thing I got? Donuts. I'm a growing boy, I need my donuts, okay? This is what it is. It looks goof. I've never seen a yarn winder like this before, but I assume it works the same. Ooh, it comes with one of those things to connect it to your desk. I have a pretty thick desk. Yeah, I don't know if that would work, but that's pretty nice. I have no clue on how to use this. I might need the instructions. Ah, okay, so this is mandatory, not optional, I think. And then thread one end. Wait, hold on. So that goes in right there. And you loosen it by turning this. Okay, and then I'm assuming I have to open my drawer and put that right there. I think that fits. Nice. So I'm gonna do that on. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I can put that on this drawer because I'm not using it for much anything. But I have all my junk right there. Okay. And then you turn it the other way to tighten it. Alrighty. So that is thoroughly tight. I'm gonna clean up for a second and then I'll get a better view of this. This is a weird angle. Let me see if there's a better one. Let me get like a ball of yarn or something. Oh. Here's a floppy orange skein. And then, oh, I threw the instructions on the floor. See if I can find those. Here they are. Okay. Place your yarn winder on a stable flat surface. Use clamp to secure winder to a surface by twisting clockwise to tighten. Alrighty. Thread one end of your yarn through the coil of the metal spool. This is the metal spool, I'm assuming. The coils. Just hold on. Right there, you guys. I got dinner. Lasagna. Delicious. Anyway, this. It wants me to put it between the coils, right here, and thread one end. So bring the yarn under the bobbin. That's this thing. And then place it in one of the notches on the bobbin. This is a notch right here. Placed. Turn the handle clockwise, it's this way, to wind the yarn around the bobbin. Keep slight tension on the yarn when winding to create a fuller, tighter ball. When finished winding, remove the end of the yarn from the notch and the ball from the bobbin. Okay, let me actually get a yarn I do need balled up, and we'll see how that works. It's this floppy skein. And I just don't want to deal with a floppy skein. So let's see how that works. Wrap this around the coil, under the bobbin, then in a notch, and then go clockwise. Slapping noise. I really don't like dealing with knots. There you go, and then I'm assuming I can just that and take it off, take it out of the bobbin first. Then you can just take it off of that, and you have a little cake. This makes me a bit too happy that I can make those now. I don't think you understand how many times I've needed them. I am not sure about any of you, but lasagna is literally the best food in the universe. I am using Red Heart Super Saver. And the color, I think it's just called white. Yeah, white. And all I have to do is the decreases for the shoulders. Finish the decreases. I think that means I can sew together the front and back panel. That's exciting. Also, miniature hook review. They're awesome. I loved it. It was great. I can take out these stitch markers, I guess. Those are what I used for knowing where to put the decreases and everything. This is my first time ever making a sweater this way. I've only ever made 2, so I'm not much of a professional. But I have never made like a sweater made with panels, and it was really easy. So if you want to make one, just do it. Just do it. And if you don't end up finishing it, that's fine. Who's gonna be mad at you? So we did all the things. My sister took my scissors. She had to use them for whatever, so I'm just using an X-Acto knife. Ain't that splendid? Whoa! That almost fell on my toe. That would not have been good. There we go. First panel. Now I'm gonna do the arms. In a little bit. I wanna take a break. My room is disgusting. That's you. I have to clean soon. But I have 4 donuts. Okay, I did the white part of the first sleeve, and I am at a crossroad. Should I do... Both have their pros and cons. Should I do the white on the second sleeve before I start the checkerboard on the first sleeve? Or should I completely finish the first sleeve? Like, not the ribbing, but like all the crocheting of the first sleeve, and then do the second sleeve. Because the pros of doing that is I'm not going to wear a sweater with only one sleeve, right? But the cons is I would be really demotivated because, like, once I finish it, I'm like, yay, I finished it, but then I have to do it all again, right? And then the pros of doing it, like, one at a time are I can, like, get done with both of them at the same time, you know? And it's really motivating because I can see my progress better and all that stuff. But the cons is I might settle for a short sleeve sweater, but that wasn't my first plan, right? So I think, oh, it scared me. I think I can do both sleeves at the same time, but just tell myself, and you hold me accountable, I am going to finish both of them. But miniature hook review after substantial use, they're so good. I love it so much. It's just Yarnology, like ergonomic crochet hook. This is the size 6 or J10, I don't know. But it works really great. I like it. Yeah. There we go. Sleeves. Next is the checkerboard. Now, I have to do some math. I hate math, but I'm gonna try. These sleeves are 38 inches around, and I want 6 squares, like to make one full rotation. So this is pretty easy. 38 divided by 6. That's like 6.33333333. So, if I do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 8. Okay, so that means 2 of my squares are going to have an extra stitch, and that's okay. I did that for the body as well. I can't pinpoint exactly which ones. Yes, I can. It's this one, and then on the other side, I think it's a pink one as well. But, yeah, so that's fine. Now, the question is... I don't know if there is a question. I'm not going to try it on, because I know if I try it on, I'm going to want to settle, and I am not going to settle. So, let's go. Okay. The checkerboard is on the sleeves. I really like how that turned out. But, for these, it's 1 row less than these. So these were 4... Whoa. These were 4 rows, this was only 3. So, to compensate in, like, the size of the sleeve, if it matters that much, I think I should add the leftover 2 rows in the red. But other than that, I really like how it's turning out. Let's go. I am going to do the checkerboard on this sleeve, and it was really quick. It maybe only took me 15 minutes, so yeah. Golly gee, you guys. It's natural lighting right now. Hold on. My room looks so nice. Camera's a little tilted. No worries. There you go. Anyway, I finished like all of the everything for the sweater. All I have to do now is the ribbing and then the collar. Let me show you. Look at it. It's so nice. I really like how it turned out. Should I put it on? Oh my gosh, okay. My cat is right here being adorable. They found a new favorite spot, and it's right at the end of my bed. I'm so lucky, you guys. The collar feels a little open, but we'll see how I feel about that after like the ribbing, especially these sleeves, it's giving 80s, but once I have the ribbing, it should be giving Valentine's, but look at that. Anyway, I'm gonna do the ribbing today. Maybe. Also, that yarn winder, I have used it like 20 times already. This, and this. And like many more of yarn that I had in like balled up that I just needed to cake. A few things I will fix next time, if I make a next time, is be more cautious of where I'm crocheting into, because that's the only point, but that section of stitches is very open, so I don't feel really good about that. Oh, that seems to be okay. There is one big old hole, but that's covered by the armpit. And then, yeah, looking at it in camera, the two whites are different colors. I feel like that's okay. And once I have the ribbing, I think it will look very nice. I did the collar on the top, and I think it makes it look so much better. I finished one of them. I took a few hours just off as a break. I still have to do the ribbing on there and this cuff, and I could fold this over so it looks like that. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I prefer this, but I don't know. So, we'll see. I can always make another one, which I would definitely like to, just because it's fun. Also, to fix some of the pattern issues. But yeah, I think that's where this vlog is gonna end, because it's been 3 days, or 4 days, or 5 days, I don't know, but I got a ball winder, made this sweater, made something else, but a butt ton of crochet hooks, and I had a lot of fun. I also have a great idea for my next video, so stay tuned for that. It has been Whether or Not. Bye.